Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And boy, these people know how to treat themselves, don't they? Historic Environment Scotland. I did a video on them the other day, I seem to remember. Anyway, this is completely different and this is bad. The fat cats that run it, so fat and sleek, they sit there chomping away. They've just been handed an 18% pay rise. Well, I say just been handed. They awarded it to themselves. Presumably 20% was considered too much. 19% was too much to 20% that it wouldn't fool anyone. Whereas 18% is close enough to 15% that people wouldn't mind. Yeah, right. An 18% pay rise is bad enough, but when you consider they've got a £3 million shortfall on their funding, you're thinking, perhaps they should have a pay cut, try and make up that £3 million. But not a chance of that. And of course, it's just going to get worse because it's 18% this year, but even if it's a smaller percentage next year, it's a smaller percentage on a bigger base. They're under pressure now to introduce new pay and grading frameworks after this one has been revealed. And they're saying, well, no, this can't continue. And so the Culture Committee within the Parliament there has said, we want to see this. We want to see what's happening. But it turns out that virtually everyone has been handed this 18% pay rise. Some people weren't fortunate enough to get an 18% pay rise. They had to do with quite a meagre 16% pay rise. Honestly, it's a wonder how they make ends meet. But these huge salary increases were signed off by the government, despite Historic Environment Scotland facing a multi-million pounds deficit. And, it's admitting that it's going to have to make further savings, efficiency, put the prices up for entries and things like that. Fire a few of the lower level staff because you're never going to fire anyone at the top who's earning, hundreds of thousands a year. Because that's how these things work, isn't it? Honestly, Scottish Party, it's like Yes Minister, isn't it? Or Yes Prime Minister, one of those. It's just there. You can imagine them sitting around the table. Well, of course, we'll have to lose a few people here, but it's not going to affect our salary, is it? No. What should we do? Well, I think we can get ourselves 18%. That'll be fine. And it's just like that. You just imagine them sitting there working out how big they can get a pay rise without any kind of affordability or accountability. It's greed. Now, Alison Turnbull, I talked about her before. She is the Director of External Relations. And she said that pay hikes were benchmarked against other public sector organisations. Well, they shouldn't be. They should be based on affordability and how good you're doing your job. They shouldn't even be that. They should be minimum, or what should we call it? National minimum wage. That's what you should pay the bosses. National minimum wage. Give them a bonus if they succeed, but their basic salary is basic salary. And the bonus can be done as a stipend so that you're not on the hook for a pension either. There's ways around it. But this is ridiculous. Still, I'm sure the good people of Scotland don't mind paying all the extra tax they're paying just to keep these rich fat bastards in beer and, caviar, champagne, nights at the Ritz. Nice work if you can get it. Thanks very much. Bye.